What's up, gamers? It's your boy Kyrogus, and today we are starting the beginning of something very special, the Kyronia Pokemon League, the KPL for short. The Kyronia Pokemon League is a competitive Pokemon League played on Pokemon Showdown, which is a free-to-play battle simulator. At the start of each season, each team or player will draft a team of 12 Pokemon. Once a Pokemon is drafted to a team, it cannot be drafted by any other team. The team who drafts a Pokemon is entitled to all of its forms. This includes Megas, alternate forms, etc. The only exception to that is Rotom. Will have each Rotom form count as its own Pokemon, at least for now. All these rules we might update in the future. For the first season, all these rules are how we're going to do it. Now, each team will consist of 12 Pokemon. This provides each player with bench Pokemon, who could be used to switch up the team of 6 each game. Any combination of 6 of a team's 12 Pokemon can be used each battle. Only one of each item will be allowed per battle. You can switch items around as you'd like between each battle. You can change a Pokemon's moveset, their build, their EVs, their abilities. You can change everything you want about your Pokemon and your team between each battle, but your Pokemon or your team must consist of the same 12 Pokemon that you originally drafted. You can switch items around as you'd like between each battle, but 2 Pokemon cannot have the same item during the same battle. That means, like, if one Pokemon on your team has leftovers, that's the only Pokemon for that battle that can have leftovers. So, competitive format. The format for the league is currently Gen 9 National Dex OU Singles. This means that any Pokemon in any generation who is not banned to the Uber tier is up for grabs and usable. So that means like most legendaries, like the box art legendaries and some of the megas are banned. Everything else is pretty much up for grabs. And it's going to be single battles only for now, not doubles. This is what's going to be so sweet about this league. Each season, the league will undergo a regular season in which each team is going to battle each other team once. So there's 6 of us. I'm going to battle all 5 of the other teams. So there's going to be 5 weeks of the regular season. Each team's record after these 5 games will determine the seeding for the playoffs. The highest seed team will play the lowest seed team in the first round, and etc. Now, because we have 6, the top 2 seeds, seed 1 and seed 2, are going to get buys. So, of our 6 teams, the first seed and the second seed will get a bye the first round of the playoffs. The playoffs will be best of 3. First team to 2 wins against each other wins. That way, you have a chance to switch it up between battles to pivot to maybe a strategy you do with a different combination of the Pokemon on your team. Although the goal is to have fun, this league is competitive. None of us are like Pokemon masters. I don't think any of us have ever gone to like a legit tournament. But we are Pokemon fans and are going to be doing our best to win and be competitive. So, we're not like the highest level Pokemon fans. We're not going to be extremely sweaty. We're just going to have a good time, but we're going to be doing our darndest to win. A little bit more on how that playoff seeding will work. So, if there is a tie, if 2 teams have the same record, ties will be determined by each team's plus minus. What this means, each battle, the number of Pokemon still standing for the winning team is added to the winning team's plus minus and subtracted to the losing team. So, for example, if Team A beats Team B and Team A has 4 Pokemon still standing, then Team A will get plus 4 to their plus minus, and Team B will get minus 4. If teams in the regular season with the same record, the team with the higher total plus minus score will get the higher seed. If 2 teams somehow have the same record and the same plus minus at the end of the season, the winner of their head-to-head matchup, so whoever won when they played each other, they'll get the higher seed. Last rule. Currently, for the first season of the KPL, this will change in the future most likely. The terrestrializing mechanic is not allowed in the KPL. The majority of the players being me, Lance, I think Virilix, and I think TM, since you haven't played the new games either. Basically, because it's a newer mechanic that we aren't really used to yet, we didn't want to implement it for the first season. So terrestrializing for this first season is not going to be allowed. Alright, these are the current teams for the Kyronia Pokemon League. We have myself, Kyrogus. I am captaining the Kyronia Dragonites. Then we have the Lumio City Snivies. That's Lance. Then Virilix. Okay, I'm going to say it the way he would say it. The Gliding Gliscors. Virilix captaining the Gliding Gliscors. AC Dub does not have a team name because Homeboy won't respond to my Discord messages. Rage is my favorite. So Rage, you see his username in chat, Rage Quit. Rage has my favorite name. The Lake of Rage Gyarados. That's freaking sick. TM is the Bayern Blaziken Blitzers. The Blaziken Blitzers. That's pretty alliterative. I like that. We didn't really do this, but there's a lot of like sports teams that like are riffed off of. So like New York Mankeys or Milwaukee Sawsbucks or something like that. Oh, here's it, like New Orleans Pelipers, Portland Trail Blazikens, Orlando Magikarp. That's my favorite. We are the Machampions. I love it. I really like Orlando Magikarp that I just saw. That one's amazing. The Machampions. I actually love that. That's really good. Will you be a Machampion at the end of this season? There can only be one crowned KPL Machampion. The first ever KPL Machampion will be one of these 6 teams. Playoffs. This is the current playoff bracket. So, at the end of the season, like I mentioned, everyone's going to be ranked by their wins, and we have ways to do tiebreakers, things like that. This is what the brackets are going to look like. The first side of the bracket, the 1 seed and the 2 seed will both get buys. So after the first round, the 3rd seed will play the 6th seed, and it's best of 3. So you got to win twice. The 4 seed will play the 5 seed. After that, the 1 seed plays the winner of 3v6, and the 2 seed plays the winner of 4v5. And so, say 3 and 4 win, 1v3 and 4v2 will be the second round, and then the winner of those will play in the first ever KPL Championship, which will also be best of 3. I have a draft board I've been thinking of, but I can't display it on screen, or my draft picks are going to get sniped. They're going to get sniped. They're going to get stream sniped. Can't do that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, all of our team captains are on a wheel. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to spin the wheel. Whoever it lands on will be the first pick of the draft. Then we will remove their name from the wheel, and we're going to spin each time to set the draft order. And then we're going to do a snake draft. So whoever gets first pick, they get the first pick out of every Pokemon available, but then almost 12 picks are going to go by before they get to pick again. So I don't know what people are going to want. I honestly might rather get like 6 picks so I get to pick twice in a row back to back. So we'll see what happens. But ladies and gentlemen, it is time to set the draft order. So I hope. So we got Kyrogus, VM, Rage Quit, Vrillix, AC Dub, Lance. The first pick in the first ever KPL draft will be selected by. I'm nervous, bro. Who's getting first pick? It's gonna be Vrillix! So, Matt, Vrillix will get the first overall pick in the draft. Wow, rigged. So, who will be the second pick? The second pick in the KPL draft will be... The second overall pick will be selected by VM. You two, I think those two are the two rustiest players. I think you two have spent... It's been the longest since both of you have been in the competitive Pokemon scene. I'm not saying you two are going to be the 2 worst teams in the league. I didn't say it. I'm just saying it's possible. But you two get the first 2 picks. So honestly, I kind of like how that works. Well, hi that choice. Now the third overall pick. You can say that. True. Alright. Now we got Kyrogus, Rage Quit, AC Dub, and Lance fighting for the third overall pick in the draft to be selected by... Lance is going to get the third overall pick. So it's going to go Vrillix, then VM, then Lance. Which leaves Rage, Kyrogus, and AC Dub in the back half of the draft. At least for the first round. I really... Ooh. Kyro, are you sweating? I am sweating, bro. I'm nervous. No matter what pick I get, I don't know what I'm going to want. So I'm almost glad I'm in the back half of the draft so that I get some time to kind of see what other people start drafting and then kind of weigh my options, but we'll see what happens. All right. The 4th overall pick in the draft will be selected by... You get last when you leave it. Yo, what's up, Doomy? 4th overall pick is gonna be... Oh, that's me! Okay, I thought Rage was gonna get that. I really thought Rage was gonna get that. But I will be the 4th pick in the draft. So it's going to go Vrillix to VM, then Lance, then myself. Which means the last 2 picks in the first round are going to be selected by Rage Quit and AC Dub. Who is going to be the second to last pick in the first round? Who's going to be the last pick of the first round? I feel like both of these players are probably going to want to be the last pick at this point. So, because you get to pick twice in a row. So I feel like both of them are hoping they don't get selected at this point. Give me last. Come on. All right, here we go. AC Dub versus Rage. Whoever this lands on will get the second to last pick in the first round. And whoever it doesn't land on gets the last pick of the first round, meaning the first pick of the second round, meaning whoever this doesn't land on will get to pick twice in a row when it comes to their picks. And it's going to be the 5th overall pick in the first round of the KPL draft. It's going to land on AC Dub. Unfortunate for AC Dub, meaning Rage will get the final pick in the first round of the draft. That's going to be very interesting. We have our draft order set. Second pick is VM. Or TM. Why did I say VM? I said VM like a million times. It's TM. My bad. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the draft. So, Virilix and the... Let me see your name real quick. Alright. Virilix and the Gliscors is how you say it. I've always said Gliscor. I know it's wrong. Virilix and the Gliscors, you are officially on the clock for the first overall pick in the first ever KPL draft. So, whenever you're ready, I'm not going to do a timer. Just try to be kind of quick. Whenever you're ready, you let us know your selection for the first pick in the draft. And remember, whatever Pokemon you pick, you get all of their forms, okay? So, like, if you picked Garchomp, you also can choose Mega Garchomp to be on your team if you want. Mega Garchomp is kind of trash, but it's an option. That kind of thing. So remember, whatever Pokemon you pick, you get all of their forms, except for Rotom. And no one else can pick them. Virilix gets the first overall pick. I'm very curious to see who the first pick in the whole draft is. Dragapult! Wow! That's a great Pokemon. I literally... That was not on my radar whatsoever. To be the first pick in the draft, Virilix selects Dragapult. Dude, that's kind of sick. I have a draft board. Do I have I actually had Dragapult pretty high on my draft board. I made my draft board like a month ago when we were first talking about starting this league, and so I was mapping out Pokemon I might want. Dragapult was in my top 10, so that's a great pick, considering 5 Pokemon are going to be taken by the time I get, or 3 Pokemon by the time I get to pick. Alright, so Virilix with that first overall pick in the KPL draft gets Dragapult. Very cool pick, meaning TM with a second overall pick, you are up. This is so fun already. TM's gonna go with Garchomp. Bro, that's hype. Dragapult and Garchomp, we got monster dragons going early. Dragapult with the first overall pick, Garchomp with the second overall pick from TM, meaning Lance is officially on the clock. I'm doing so much commentating and narrating, I literally don't know who I'm gonna pick. Lance already knows who he's picking. He's getting Great Tusk. Lance is selecting Great Tusk. And now I'm officially on the board. And I'm nervous, bro. I'm nervous. I don't know what I'm picking. For my first pick in the draft, I will select Tornadus. Tornadus is going to be the 4th overall pick in the draft. My first round draft pick, Tornadus. Which means the 5th pick is now up. AC Dub is officially on the clock for the 5th overall pick in the first round. AC Dub is going to select Goldingo. I know this is a Pokemon that is good in Gen 9, but I don't... Oh, that's why it's good. I was about to say, I don't know what it does. It's immune to status moves. That sounds pretty good to me. AC Dub is selecting Goldingo. And that means the last pick of the first round is now up. Rage Quit. So Rage gets to pick twice in a row. And with Rage's first pick, the final pick of the first round, Rage is selecting Glamora. But Rage also gets the first pick of the second round. So with the first pick of the second round, Rage is going to select Kartana. Meaning AC Dub is back on the clock. AC Dub is selecting Annihilate. Now I know Annihilate is freaking busted. I had Annihilate high on my draft board. High on my draft board because it's freaking broken. And there goes Annihilate, meaning I am back on the clock. AC Dub and Rage Quit are going with the Gen 9 Pokemon. I guess Lance did too. I don't know the Gen 9 Pokemon well enough to be confident in picking them. And I have a feeling they're going to use that to their advantage when I don't know how to play around them either. So that might get hairy, but I am back on the clock. Listen, I'm not going to apologize. The number 1 Pokemon on my draft board is still available. And you guys can hate, get mad all you want. I gave you a whole round to pick them. And you didn't, so I have to. I am selecting, my second round pick, I am selecting Toxapex. Stay mad all you want. Ain't none of y'all gonna take me down. I'm gonna be way too massive of a wall. Who could have seen this coming? Lance getting Walking Wake. Lance is getting Suicune 2.0. Lance with the Gen 9 Pokemon too. Lance is gonna be cheesy, isn't he? With these new Gen 9 Pokemon? I'm just kidding. It's not cheesy. I just don't know the Gen 9 Pokemon, so I'm afraid of what they can do. Because I have no idea what they can do. I'm gonna have to do so much research on the fly to learn these freaking Pokemon. At least I know what y'all have, so I know what I need to learn. Meaning TM is up. TM's first pick was Garchomp, a very solid pick. Lots of potential in Garchomp. With the second round pick, what is TM going to select? Cheesy picks Toxapex. That's fair. Rotom Wash. That's such a good pick, dude. Rotom Wash high on my draft board, too. Rotom Wash is such a good pick. That's such a good... Garchomp Rotom Wash is a nasty first 2 picks. I can't lie. That's a nasty first 2 picks. Meaning Vrillix is up, and Vrillix gets to pick twice in a row. Vrillix gets Corviknight. I like that pick a lot. I like that pick a lot. And Vrillix gets another pick. Dang it! No! I wanted so bad to double wall everybody with the Ferrothorn Toxapex combo. I knew I wasn't going to be lucky enough to let both of them fall to me. They were my top 2 on my draft board. My draft board, number 1 Toxapex, number 2 Ferrothorn. I said so I don't get hated by the community, I won't take them first round. So, I was bound to not get Ferrothorn. TM is back on the clock. I'm sad, though. Because Toxapex Ferrothorn is such a busted duo. Cover each other so well. Golly. TM will get Landorus. Oh my gosh. TM has a nasty team. I hate Landorus so much. Landorus is one of my least favorite Pokemon to fight against. I hate Landorus. That means Lance is up for his 3rd round pick. Landorus is a good pick. Bro, Vrillix and TM, nasty big 3s to start out. Really nasty big 3s to start out. King Gambit. Lance with another Gen 9 Pokemon. Lance with literally only Gen 9 Pokemon that doesn't own the game. I don't own the game either. I am very shocked. See, I'm not confident enough to pick Pokemon that I don't use or know what they're about. I guess Lance is YouTube and these Gen 9 strats. Up to me now. For my 3rd round pick, I got Tornadus and I got Toxapex. I'm going to select, for my 3rd round pick, Scizor. That's my pick. My physical attacker, I need Scizor. Meaning we're down to AC Dub. Y'all just took both my picks. Cyclizar. Is that how you say that? Cyclizar, something like that? That's this one. AC Dub is selecting Cyclizar. I don't know if that's how you say. Someone feel free to correct me. Another Gen 9 Pokemon. These guys, bro. As Rage is ready to make both of his picks in a row, he's saying Iron Moth and Mew. Is Mew legal? Wow, Mew's UU. Wow, Mew is UU? I didn't even know that. Iron Moth, and the first pick of the 4th round is the legendary, mythical Mew. Yes, you do. AC Dub selects Charizard in the 4th round. That means he is entitled, I think, is one of them banned? No, they're not. Well, G-Max is, but there's no Dynamax. AC Dub gets the entitlement to Charizard and Charizard X and Charizard Y. Both Megas and Base Form Charizard are officially under the belonging of AC Dub. For my 4th round pick, I am selecting Grimmsnarl. I love Grimmsnarl. Dang it! That's literally the highest Pokemon on my draft board left. Like, my draft board, you know, I just rank the order of all the Pokemon I want. The highest one still available was Zapdos. I'm sad, bro. Oh, wait, no. Whoops. I gave it to TM. Lance, you get Zapdos. I'm sad, bro. I'm sad, bro. I wanted Zapdos so bad. Dang. That literally is the highest Pokemon left on my draft board. No longer left. It's up to TM with your 4th round pick. I'm sad. Tapu Koko. Lightning fast electric fairy type. That's a great pick. Tapu Koko's so good. Mega Diancie. So you get just Diancie and you can have both forms. Heatran. Oh my gosh, dude. That's nasty. That's nasty. That's nasty. Oh my gosh. So TM will select Greninja. Lance picks Clefable. Yeah. I am selecting... There's so much time between my picks. I hate that. It's because I have no idea what's going to go by the time I pick again and what's not. And I don't get to pick back to back. I'm going to select Gyarados. AC Dub selects Manaphy. Dang it, bro. Excadrill was literally my... I was debating that whole time between Gyarados and Excadrill. Tyranitar and Excadrill back-to-back. Nasty combo. No! AC Dub with the 6th round pick is gonna select Dragonite. Good pick, man. Good pick. Meaning it's back to me. I'm the Kyronia Dragonites, bro. Everyone's stealing each other's mascots. I stole Gyarados from Rage. AC Dub took my Dragonite. I'm going to select Salamence. With my 6th round pick, I select Salamence, meaning it is now Lance's pick. The poor man's Dragonite. Yep, I had to go Salamence. Lance selects Pelipper. That's a good pick. I'm sad about Dragonite going. I had to go Salamence. Salamence is going to be great. Salamence, I'm saying it right now. Salamence is going to be amazing. I'm glad you picked Dragonite, AC Dub. Salamence is going to break hearts out there in the field. Salamence is going to go crazy while your Dragonite's not going to do a dang thing. No terrestrialization for that normal type extreme stab, okay? You don't get none of that with Dragonite, okay? I mean, you got multi-scale and a lot of options, but you know what? I got Salamence. So I want to hear about it. TM's going to get Skarmory. Quit stealing everyone. TM drafts Skarmory, Beedrill, and Iron Valiant. Dang it, bro. Venusaur's coming up for me. Or that's Lance. I keep switching y'all's picks. TM gets Venusaur. Great pick. Lance gets Swampert. Good pick. Lance setting up a rain team with these picks. Really setting up a rain team. Now, my 7th round pick... I'm going to go ahead and select Togekiss for my 7th pick. I might have been reaching a little bit for Togekiss. I'm not sure, but I'm going to go with Togekiss. Meaning we're back to AC Dub. Hoopa. What tier is Hoopa? Hoopa's RU. Hoopa Unbound is OU, though. So Rotom Heat. I like it. I like the pick. AC Dub, you're up. Who you got? Urshifu is available. AC Dub selects Urshifu. Team gets Aegislash. Such a good pick. Blissey and Manectric. Those aren't terrible picks. Definitely not early round picks, but for round 8 and 9, pretty good picks. They were both on my draft board, but pretty much at the bottom. I love my fans. Manectric is nice. Manectric is one of my favorite Pokemon ever. I don't like it as much as I used to because I haven't used it in a long time, and I like a lot of Pokemon that have come out since, but Manectric back in the day was one of my top 5 favorite Pokemon. For my 9th round pick, after Lance selects Volcarona, I am going to select Jirachi. With my 9th round pick. AC Dub back on the clock as I select Jirachi. Y'all like NFL teams drafting, man. I know, dog. This is a competitive league. Draft boards and everything. I have a draft board on my phone. I'm looking at. I haven't showed the stream, but I got a draft board on here. Almost every Pokemon is already gone, though, so I'm kind of having to improvise now. I know my next pick. It's the last Pokemon on my draft board, I think, that is available. I am depressed, dude. I cannot believe I forgot Gallade. Ask Lance. Literally ask Lance. Lance, was I not, when we hung out like a week or two ago, I literally was talking about how much I had loved playing with Gallade. I'm like so depressed. I didn't have Gallade on my draft board, so I just completely forgot Gallade existed. I literally was planning on taking Gallade in my top 5 or 6. And I just completely forgot Gallade existed. I'm so sad, dude. Lance, you remember me saying that, right? How much I've loved using Gallade? And then when you just brought that up, my heart sank. I can't believe I forgot Gallade. And Meowscarada. Oh, I'm sad I forgot Gallade. I was really hoping you were going to pick Gardevoir there. I'm That really bugs me, man. I can't believe I forgot Gallade existed. I literally would have, on this draft board, I would have picked Gallade 5th. I would have picked Gallade over Gyarados. That really bugs me. Alright, with my 10th pick, I am going to select Chandelure. But Lance gets Torkoal. Lance gets Pelipper and Torkoal, so Lance literally just controls the weather. Lance controls the weather. That's a little scary that Lance controls the weather. Who the heck is that? I don't even know what Pokemon that is. Oh, this is the Salt Pokemon. That's lame. That's lame. So with Rage's final pick, Rage selects Kyurem. And for AC Dub's final pick, in the 12th round, AC Dub selects Iron Leaves, another Generation 9 Pokemon. For my final pick in the draft, I'll be selecting Claydol. Not a Pokemon I expected to be picking, but Claydol covers a couple of bases that I need covered badly. Here at the end of the draft, realizing a couple of holes I have in my team. Meaning we go to Lance for Lance's final pick. Lance and TM and Vrillix are about to have their final picks. Lopunny. Lance picking my biggest crush in the Pokemon universe, Lopunny. I'm not going to apologize for it. Lance likes Lopunny, meaning we're down to TM and Vrillix for the final big sus. Lance, what are you going to be doing with Lopunny in that locker room, huh? Lance Team OP, base take. Lance, what are you gonna be doing with Lopunny in that, Lumio City Snivy's locker room, huh? I'm using Attract and Baby Doll Eyes. Oh my gosh. TM, who you got? Also, Vrillix, get ready to draft Mr. Irrelevant. Vrillix is about to draft the final pick in the draft. After TM makes their 12th pick. TM drafts Blaziken. I was wondering if someone was going to take Blaziken because it's such a solid Pokemon. I really like the pick. Vrillix with the Mr. Irrelevant final pick in the draft. The final pick of the 12th round in the first ever KPL draft. The Kyronia Pokemon League draft. Vrillix selects Mr. Irrelevant. Mr./Mrs. Irrelevant. The final pick in the first ever Kyronia Pokemon League draft. Azumarill. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone's teams are set. Everyone's teams are locked in for the season. Vrillix with Dragapult, Corviknight, Ferrothorn, Diancie, Heatran, Beedrill, Iron Valiant, Blissey, Manectric, Hydreigon, Gliscor/Gliscor, and Azumarill. TM's team. I gotta do the team names. Those were the Gliding Gliscors. The Blaziken Blitzers, both of you did get your mascot Pokemon. The Blaziken Blitzers, Garchomp, Rotom Wash, Landorus, Tapu Koko, Greninja, Skarmory, Venusaur, Aegislash, Tapu Fini, Victini, Celesteela, and Blaziken. The Lumio City Snivies. Lance has Great Tusk, Walking Wake, King Gambit, Zapdos, Clefable, Pelipper, Swampert, Earthworm, Volcarona, Torkoal, Rillaboom, and Lopunny. The Kyronia Dragonites captained by yours truly, Kyrogus, Tornadus, Toxapex, Scizor, Grimmsnarl, Gyarados, Salamence, Togekiss, Weavile, Jirachi, Chandelure, Magnezone, and Claydol. AC Dub. The Machampions. The Machampions head coached by AC Dub. Goldengo, Annihilate, Cyclizar, Charizard, Manaphy, Dragonite, Hoopa, Urshifu, Whimsicott, Mousehold, Zoroark, and Iron Leaves. Which leaves us with the Lake of Rage Gyaradoses, Rage Quit's team, Glamora, Kartana, Iron Moth, Mew, Tyranitar, Excadrill, Skeledirge, Rotom Heat, Gallade, Meowscarada, Garganacl, I don't know how you say that name, and Kyurem. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your teams for the first season of the Kyronia Pokemon League. I could not be more excited. It's time to get into the first week of games.